Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. There were a lot of talent reworks in the Valor's End update, but one that I have yet to cover at all is the talent rework to Saati. Saati got a talent rework to Heads or Tails, and it makes it quite, well, an annoying but also interesting talent. Basically, what this new talent does is it causes the ricocheted shots to now target 2 enemies instead of 1, and it still does 200% more damage to shields. However, it's dropped the reveal and the healing portion of the talent. So this talent basically gives you double auto-aim now. And, well, it's very interesting, and I'm not a huge fan of the idea, because, well, check this out. Instead of your coin just doing 300 damage, it now does 600 damage, just spread across 2 targets, meaning that by shooting the coin, you technically do more DPS than, you know, with your primary fire. However, this comes with the caveat of it still being pretty bad single target damage, and it doesn't apply cauterize. So you're going to run into some people being baited into picking this talent because technically it does more damage and it's free damage, but they're not actually doing that much for the team. However, on the flip side, it is a lot of free damage, which is really annoying, especially because the coin always targets the lowest HP person nearby. So you're going to get, well, a lot more cheeky kills on low HP enemies, and it's just not a healthy playstyle in my opinion. But there is one more interesting change to Saati that kind of makes this playstyle have some merit, and it's that the coin will now actually remain after being hit by the ultimate. Because if you didn't know, you can flick a coin into the air, and then if you shoot that with the ultimate, it'll cause the coin to explode. Before, it would explode, and then it would consume the coin, so the coin would just go away, you couldn't explode it again. But now, it'll persist, meaning you can have it explode multiple times, and shooting the coin with the ultimate also still has it shoot the bullet alongside it. So you do the 550 damage explosion, then the 300 damage spread across 2 targets, and if you're really lucky, you can hit them with the ult projectile too. So, if you get 2 coins, set up kind of like this, and then do this, that is ludicrous amounts of damage. But this is the shooting range. So we are going to have optimal circumstances here to make this talent look overpowered as crap. That looks insane, right? That was crazy amounts of damage, but we have to set up 2 coins. The enemies have to be in close enough proximity for the explosion to hit, and also for the ultimate to hit, and it's just a lot of setup. And I'm not entirely convinced that this is actually anything more than just a gimmick. That's what we're going to be testing today. I do have an ult spam build, which you can see here. This build has steady predictions at level 5, which is the only ultimate generation card you need. She does have Sure Shot, which increases your ultimate charge rate by up to 15%, but this is completely and utterly redundant with this talent, because you basically need the same amount of shots regardless of that talent, or regardless of that card, in order to build up your ultimate, right? I believe it's 7 shots? Here, let's test it. Bam! Bam! For some reason, that's not full auto. Anyways, bam, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 shots, that does not change with this card. So instead, we've swapped it out for the max health card at 5 to give us some extra brawn. We have aggressive tip for a little bit of projectile speed on the coin. I find this really helps in getting it into the position I want a little bit better. It's something I like. You can run it at a higher level or a lower level if that's what you like. And then we also have steel coin purse. You could potentially do something like this. Maybe drop aggressive tip, put steel coin purse at higher. I figure since you're spamming the coin so much, you might as well get some DR out of it. And then we have bullet hopper at level 1. I noticed kind of an interesting thing. Saati doesn't really have a lot of good cards. Like, a lot of her cards are interesting, but they just have such bad scaling. Like, Hide at level 5 doesn't even give you a full second of invisibility. It doesn't even give you a 3/4 of a second of invisibility. It's 0.62 at level 5. That seems like such a waste to me. And then you have, like, Costly Physics. That just seems kind of lame. Paper Design is totally useless. Reinforced Standee, I mean, maybe, but probably not useful. Seek, I mean, I guess Seek is interesting if the enemies are going to be shooting your dead ringer. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's also on the destruction, so, like, they have to destroy the thing. And then you have, you know, some cards like this. Oh, okay, I can get maybe 15% damage reduction for 1.5 seconds. That's not great. It's just, I don't know. I don't really like her cards, man. It's hard to create a build for her because I feel like most of the cards are just pointless, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, enough waffling on about random crap. Let's go try this out in a real match. Alright, so here we are in a real match. We've got the Moonlight Goddess, level 772 Io on the enemy team, with a 300 Koga, 310 Maeve, and a level 244 Leon. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is, yeah, this is going to be a very interesting match for sure. And we're going to grab heads or tails here with this build. And yeah, I guess we'll just try and win here. We're up against an Omen. That's honestly probably the scariest thing in this lobby. Low key, Omen is insane this patch. So, yeah, he might just totally dominate us here. He's running more at level 3. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a Steam notification. Oh my god, why do people always message me when I'm trying to make a video? Please. Anyways, we're not going to buy morale boost because, like I said, it's kind of redundant. I mean, you just build ult so quickly with this playstyle that you just don't really need any other form of ult gen. I guess something like Ray might help, but, like, really just not that necessary. Obviously, we're going to build it a little bit more slowly than we were in the shooting range, but, I mean, come on. I already have my ult, basically. Anyways, let me just keep spamming coins out here. Koga's here, I'll switch to my primary fire and then back to the coin, but he's gone. Okay. So yeah, with this playstyle, building your ultimate like this, generally, it just encourages you to spam the coin. And, I mean, it's just not that great of a playstyle as you can see. We weren't really able to put, like, super serious pressure on these guys. I do have my ult, though, so what I'm going to try and do is throw a coin out, and then we'll just ult it, and see if that helps at all. I mean, I destroyed the shield. I think it's better literally just to shoot the ultimate at the enemies. And here I am trying to shoot them with my pistol, like a lame-o. Oh, I'm void gripped now, and I'm just dead. Okay. Yeah, it's just... It's such a cancerous playstyle, I feel. Because, like, yeah, it might be funny to build your ultimate and have, like, an ultimate every 20 seconds. But if you're in an actual serious match, like we are right now, where you actually have people who are, you know, somewhat good at the game, who at least have a little bit of an idea who know about what they're doing, you know? Then, yeah, you just... I feel like you become kind of useless, even though you are, now, with this new version of the talent, doing technically double the damage. And, oh, I missed. Hold on. There we go. And yeah, like I said at the start of the video, I think the ultimate whole, you know, coin ultimate thing is a bit of a gimmick. We'll try it again here. Throw that out, just blow it all up. That did a good amount of damage. But I don't really see much of a practical use for this, apart from being flashy in some niche circumstances where you were kind of already winning anyways. I actually did try it a bit on the PTS. I didn't make a video about it, though. I kind of just... I didn't necessarily forget. I just kind of ran out of time, because this was a really fast PTS cycle. Like, we got the PTS, there was a bunch of content to make because of all these reworks, and, you know, then I got down to the skins, and this, and a few other things, and the patch was already here. Like, I posted 2 skin videos in one day, and then the patch was here. Like, I just ran out of time to make a video on this, so I didn't. And then, you know, with the new patch here, I wanted to cover some of the more important reworks again, so I did that. And this kind of just fell to the wayside. And I really think you can start to understand why this fell to the wayside. Because, like, yeah, it's a rework, and I guess it's interesting, but frankly, I just can't bring myself to really care that much. Coin's gone, I'll just shoot the last ult out. I'm about to die to this automatic mode 7. What am I doing? Oh, no. 7 is gutted this patch, though. I mean, let me tell you, man, they did him dirty. People keep blaming me for that, too. Like, I was playing ranked earlier today. I was streaming, and I straight up got encountered. I had a face-off with this guy who, like, was like, no, man, you killed 7. It's your fault, man. Why'd you do that? I'm just like, bro, this was not me. Yeah, I'm the president of his fan club. Yeah, I hate the guy. Yeah, I wanted him to be nerfed, but not like this. I made a whole video, and I'm gonna keep using that and bringing that up until people stop blaming me for this. I made a whole video detailing an elaborate rework that was made with the goal of making him feel less annoying to play against, while simultaneously still making him good, right? Making him viable, making him still fun to play. Because, you know, I don't want people to just not be able to play their character anymore. But yeah, they ignored basically all of it, and now automatic mode is his best primary mode, and he's basically dead. I asked for automatic mode to be removed. There's a stark contrast between what I asked for and what Evil Mojo asked for. So I want to make that very clear. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch the video. It's linked in the description now, linked in the cards. Go watch it. It's not my fault, bro. Not my fault. And if it was my fault, I would fully own up to it, right? If they changed 7, they did what I said, and he still turned out to be crap, I would own up to it. I'd be like, yeah, okay, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But they just straight up, they didn't do my idea. Okay. Knock it off, guys. It's not my fault. But yeah, let's keep losing this match here, I guess. It's such a boring playstyle, too. Like, there's another reason why I don't like this playstyle. It's so boring to commentate over. Because, like, normally when I'm commentating over my gameplay, there's usually some stuff going on, right? I'm hitting some cool shots, or I'm, you know, doing something interesting or whatever. But with this, it's just like, alright, let's go over here, let's hide behind this wall, let me throw the coin up, and then let me shoot the coin, and then let me throw a coin up, and then let me shoot the coin, and then we almost die, and then let me shoot the coin. Oh, guess what? I have my ult. Let's use the ult. And it's just so boring. It reminds me of commenting over Sarah's gameplay, but at least with Sarah's gameplay, if I'm playing damage Sarah's, it's a bit more interesting. Oh boy, I'm so dead here. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. This talent is totally a gimmick. Totally 100% a gimmick, and not seriously viable in any way. Unless you're against players who you would have beaten anyways. Who are just bad enough that you can coin spam without the enemies coming to flank you and destroy you. And who would actually just die to all that random trash damage you're throwing at them. And it would actually be grouped up enough that you can get like a triple kill with your, you know, your new coin ultimate tech thing. That is my official verdict on this talent. So yeah, in that way, not a lot has changed with this talent, because it was a gimmick before, and it's a gimmick now, and I don't like it. Alright, let me go for another ult coin thing. Well, she's dead anyways, so I guess that was pointless. Hit the 7 once with that. Looks like he's gone. I'll tell you what, though, I think the coin gets a bad rap, specifically because of this playstyle, though. People will see people using the coin like this and being absolutely useless, and they will equate that with the coin being trash. However, that is one thing I want to make clear. The coin actually isn't trash. It's just situational. There's not a lot of use cases for it. But when you need the coin, by golly, it's very helpful. The sole purpose of the coin? Well, I guess there are primarily 2 purposes, right? The first and primary purpose is to hit people behind cover who are low, right? Someone ran away, you want to chase them with your bullets around the corner, but you can't round the corner yourself. Throw a coin out, shoot it, kill them. That's actually a good use case. It gives her some of the best cover denial in the game. That's good. The problem, of course, is when you use it as your sole damage tool, like I'm basically doing this match, right? The second use case is to counter invisible characters. Saati, since her release, and even to this day, is one of the best counters to Skye among other invisible champions, right? Because you just flick the coin up after you hear them coming, and it'll do damage to them even if you can't see them. It is a hard counter to invisibility. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this second use case, personally. Because, like, how does the coin know that, you know, Skye is there? Saati can't even see them, right? But I guess with that same logic, you know, Saati can't see the people behind the wall that the coin is hitting, so I don't know, maybe it makes sense. But yeah, it's good for that as well, right? Makes her one of the best counters to Skye in the game. Skye is a lot stronger now, so it's not as reliable of a matchup, especially since Saati is weaker than she used to be. But, you know, that use case still stands. And I actually have an idea for a rework for the coin that I think would make it, you know, fall in line with its original concept in the first place, which is a cover denial tool, right? And that rework I've had for a long, or that rework idea I've had for a long time. It's basically very simple. Just make it so that the coin, you can only shoot it once. You flick the coin up, you shoot it, it ricochets to the target for full damage, same damage as your primary fire, and you use it to kill them. Or, you know, maybe if you want to make it to a bit more damage, like 600 damage or 700 damage, because it's an ability. I guess you could do that. But make it so you can only shoot it once. And that would, yeah, literally kill the heads or tails playstyle. Don't get me wrong. It would kill this playstyle of sitting there, doing nothing except shooting your coin. But frankly, good. It should kill that playstyle. And secondly, yeah, it would alleviate some of the frustrations of being an enemy, playing against this coin where you're just taking a bunch of free damage and it's really annoying. And it would make Saati feel more fluid, right? Instead of doing this and then pausing to shoot the coin for a while, you would just flick the coin up, shoot it, move on with your life. And it would still be effective and retain its usage as a tool that helps you hit people behind cover. I think it would just make it a lot more fair and a lot more fun for everyone involved. That's my idea for the coin. Of course, let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. I'm going to pop my ult and just throw it in there. Not hitting anybody. Koga's coming behind. Hello, my friend. I can still hit you. Okay, JK, you ran away. Seven's back there. I'll just flick another coin out. Not doing any damage. And now Koga's farming Armakoa. Okay, brilliant. Yep, I can shoot the coin that's right in front of the shield and destroy it. That's good. Let me do this. Yeah. Alright. Saati's, overall, I think, an interesting character, I guess. But for me, she's never been particularly savory. Yeah, the weapon is satisfying to use, especially when you use the Golden Beagle with her gold skin. That's really cool, I'm not gonna lie.
You can't resist me.
I feel like a lot of her is just gimmicky, right? The coin is gimmicky for the most part, especially with this talent. Oh my gosh, yes, with this talent. The wallbang, ultimately, is pretty gimmicky. Yeah, it can be helpful in some circumstances, but most of the time I feel like the ult is kind of pointless. Her blast back, I mean, it's just kind of a mundane ability. And at that point, you're left with Androxus. Except without any of the cool stuff that Androxus has. Just the gun. And I guess she's also really hot, which, you know, that's nice. I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, yeah. And then you combine that with her cards, and it's just like, not a huge fan. I got top damage on the team almost in the lobby, but almost all of it was throwaway trash that meant absolutely nothing. I only got 5 kills despite getting top damage. That should tell you something. Arleon was able to clean up most of the kills there, got 11 kills herself. Sadly, Maeve was having a rough match because Omen exists, and the Koga was also doing really good. Omen, man. I can't believe he didn't get nerfed. Like, at least some nerf, right? I get that he was a bit buggy on release, but then they fixed those bugs. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't see how they can look at more and think that's a fair card. It's, I get the idea that they were going for, but honestly, like, the whole double barrel shotgun idea that was advertised with more would be better suited as a talent rather than a card. Because when you put it in as a card, what you end up with is, oh yeah, Omen now has, you know, 3 or 4 bullets instead of just 2, with effectively the same damage, and you can now use it alongside Umbra Lance to make it so that you don't have the range handicap. It's pretty disgusting. So yeah, that definitely needs to happen as well. Just something has to happen to this card, man. Generally, cards that just increase your damage like that, or increase your healing or something like that, by a percentage like this, they just are not healthy for this game, you know? This card's not healthy, the card for Kasumi's Savage Tear is not healthy, and there were a few other cards like that in the past, like Grok's card that increases healing on totems, kind of gave him percent-based healing, like how Furia had last patch with Cherish. These cards just, they're not great. They should honestly kind of stop adding them. It's funky. But yeah, let me know what you think about all the different things we've talked about in this video in the comment section down below. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and also if you want to keep me doing what I'm doing, making videos, streaming for you, then please consider supporting me in a number of different ways. You can click the join button beneath the video and become a member of this channel, and for $5 and up, you can get access to some really nice, limited wallpapers of your favorite champions. They are 4K, and they're wonderful. Well, not all of them are 4K. Some of the older ones are a little bit lower res, but they all look wonderful. Go check that out. Or you can support me by buying crystals at my Nexus. If you want to buy the event pass or a new skin or something like that, you can do that at my Nexus, and a portion of the proceeds go to supporting me in the process. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.